MAT1033 Final Exam Review question number 90. We are given a set of numbers. We are supposed to classify them according to the sets that they belong in. What I'll do is go down the line, and as I place the element in the set, I'll cross it off. So negative square root of 5 is irrational, cannot be represented by a terminating decimal or repeating decimal number. It has a position on the number line, so it's also a real number. Okay, so we've used that one. Negative 2.5 is a number that could be written as a fraction, integer over an integer, so we could have it as negative 4 over 2 or negative 5 over 2. So therefore it would be a rational number for sure, negative 2.5, and it has a position on the number line, so it would also be real. Okay, and that one's been placed. Negative 2 is an integer, and it can be represented as a fraction, negative 2 over 1. It's not a natural number. Remember, natural numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, etc. Whole numbers are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, etc. Rational numbers, we can represent negative 2 as a rational number, so it would be here, and it has a position on the number line, so it's real. Proceeding down the list, we would place 0 as an integer. Think about how you number your number line. And let's see, it can be a fraction, 0 over 1, so it would be rational. Okay, it is a whole number, and it is real, position on the number line. So we've used that. Next one is a 1. 1 is an integer. It can be represented as a fraction, so it would be rational. It is a natural number. It's the first natural number, counting number, and it does belong to the whole number set, so it would go in all three places. Actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 places. It is on the number line, so it is a real number. Okay, square root of 2 can't be represented by a terminating decimal number or repeating decimal number, so it is an irrational number, and it has a position on the number line, so it would be a real number. 3 is an integer, and it is natural, one of the natural counting numbers. It is a whole number. Check your sets of numbers. It can be represented as a fraction, so we would put it in the rational numbers list, and it is a real number, has a position on the number line. Pi, now you think 3.14, which would be a terminating decimal number, but that's an approximation that we use. It actually is an irrational number, and it has a position on the number line. It is a real number. 6.5, 6.5 is a rational number. It can be represented as 65 over 10. Of course, that would reduce, but that satisfies the requirements for a fraction, an integer over an integer, so we would put it here, and it has a position on the number line, so it would also go in the real number set. And then last but not least, square root of negative 20 is not real, and sets A through E are subsets of the real number set. So square root of negative 20 would not belong in any of the sets that we're supposed to be listing these in. Now, it would be most appropriate for you to write each one of these lists using a set of braces to show that these are elements that belong to a set. And of course, we don't need the comma there. And that answers the question. MAT1033 Final Exam Review question 91. We have to state the property that's being used, and we have 3 examples. A is 5 times the quantity x plus 3 equals 5x plus 15. And what we have to determine is what property was used to change the left side to the right side. So if you notice, this 5 has been distributed as a product over the x plus 3, so it's the distributive property of multiplication over addition. Okay, that would be the name of the property that was used. In B, we've got 3x plus 1 equals 1 plus 3x. And again, how do we get the right side from the left side? Well, if you'll notice, the terms have actually switched positions. And that means that 1 switched places with 3x, or they commuted around addition. So this is the commutative property of addition. And then part C, we've got 5 plus negative 5 plus x equals 0 plus x. And again, we want to know, based on what we started with on the left side, what property allows us to rewrite it as the right side. If you notice, the only thing that has changed is that 5 plus negative 5 has been replaced by 0. Well, 5 plus negative 5, that's a number plus its opposite, so addition, additive, and those are inverses of each other. So this would be additive inverse.